Well, good morning. It is Thursday morning, and I'm supposed to be out at Carlisle right now with that. However, I will be out there tonight, late tonight, after the show closes down for the night. I'll be there all day Friday, all day Saturday, be in the parade. My son had soccer tryouts Monday, last night, and tonight, so that comes first. I love my cars. I love my son more. He's the reason I got this, by the way. So anyway, the reason I was down there with the Toyota wasn't to show you that Toyota. It wasn't to show you this Toyota. But this, if you've watched my videos, you know that this kind of harkens back to traditional Toyota stuff that I love so much. The simplicity, the overbuilt, if you will, kind of reputation that Toyotas have. And then that's what led me to get a white Celica and this one, Little Red. And Little Red's almost completely sorted. Have to do a couple little door dings on it, get them addressed, and I had the seats touched up, the front leather seats, and you saw the wheels. If you've seen it before, I had this original wheels. They're directional wheels. I had them restored. So Little Red has come a long way in the 5 months I've owned it. New clutch, new rear main seal. Let's see, new evaporator, new, some other stuff on the AC system, brand new brakes, brand new, complete rotors, master cylinder, new suspension. The car's sorted. The car's not incredibly fast, but it's, for its time, it's spirited. And it's 133,000, almost 134,000 miles on it. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. It kind of is, because I love these old Toyotas, and I look around constantly and I see what's out there for sale and things that, this car was not perfect, but I made it, and it's getting almost as close to perfect as it can be. Repainted the front bumper on it too. But that leads me to what I just got last night, and I have to go get a battery for. So 1989 Toyota Camry DX, but it's a DX of power windows and locks. But the real attention thing for me on this car is that it's original. The paint needs cleaned, so this paint needs gone through. I'm going to go through a lot of things on here. I'm already looking at the front air dam on it. I'll probably have that resprayed. If I can't clean up the bumpers, I'm going to have them recoated. And the hubcaps look good, but they're not really good as far as, like, I'm going to see if one or so need to be another one sourced on it. Not the end of the world. But this is a DX, I believe. It had, here, pull up the antenna here. And there's two things that really, other than the overall condition of this car, have attracted me to it. I had a 92 Camry, which was the first year of the restyle, which was curvy. And but this car was noticeably bigger than its predecessor, and it set the stage for, dare I say it, like Camry becoming the, the dominant car it had become. But there's a couple things on here. One is, see, these are motorized mice. This is like, instead of airbags, they could have these, and that goes down around you, and then you have to have like a lap belt, like an old seat belt. But yeah, your eyes do not deceive you. That is, and I don't know if the light can get it, but it's not sun faded at all. This is what I lovingly call, and I've called on like the 80s car forums, Bordello Burgundy interior. Because there's another less appropriate phraseology for this interior, but Bordello Burgundy is what I like about it. But I'm gonna get inside real quick, and I'm gonna show you the other thing. Let's see how many. There's 3 pedals. There's a 5-speed. Yeah, this is a 5-speed, and it is a really, really cool vehicle. And I'm playing around with it. It needs a battery, and but it runs okay. It needs a battery. Every single one of my cars, every one of my classic cars has needed a battery when I got it. And I don't know why, but they do. Now this car has, it's like a gremlin or two as far as electronic wise. What's interesting, that clock is out now. The clock was running bright yesterday, and when the car was off. So there needs to be some sorting, and I'm going to call my my Toyota specialists up there in Greensburg, and have the good folks up there prepare for the latest installment in my madness. This car has, yeah, you read it, 79,344 miles. This car has the logbook from the original owner, and bear with me a second, that the last entry in the gentleman's ownership of this car from brand new was 1998. Let's see. No. Sorry. 19. You went to a new page. So we're up to 2000s. And it looks like in August 18th of 2005, he had 78,868 miles on this car. So from my understanding is he passed probably around that time, and this car sat for a number of years. It's hasn't had a lot of miles, which means things can go, things can have issues. But the journey with this car is, it's so incredibly original and solid, and all these weird pieces are, they're here, they're fine. So, I don't know if it won't work. It needs a battery. When you close the door, this should go up over your head. Yeah, see, it's battery's dead. So I'm gonna pop the hood on this. I'm gonna swap out the battery, and I'm gonna drive that over to the Toyota dealership and buy a new Toyota battery. Because if I'm buying one that's okay as far as the Antique Automobile Club of America standards would say. So look at this red vinylish headliner. It's really nice. The car is very clean, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful example. It needs a little bit of work, and that's okay. After this many years, I mean, the AC blew cold when I drove it yesterday. I did drive it. Had to jump start it getting it off the truck. That was fun. Sorry, neighbors. The truck was taking up the one side, and my Celica was taking up the other side, and we got it jumped. I'm like, all right, get those cables off. I got to go get this car off the road. And then he pulled it in here. We let it run, and I drove it around for about 20 minutes, and then I pulled it here, shut it down, and it wouldn't start because it clicked like the battery. But anyway, okay, pop the hood, and I'll show you the trunk too. Show you the one little negative area of this car. But I'll pause this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have to swap the battery out, And interesting. So it's a 2-liter 16 valve, and so it's an 89. So last year for the Toyota logo, like 90 and 91, they ran the new logo on them. And what's interesting on this car, so I don't know what happened at this point. So I pulled the spare out, right? And noticed there was some corrosion under the wheel, spare tire, and noticed, this plug was missing. It was sitting to the side, so I don't know what happened when water was in here, but there is a little bit of corrosion. So the OCD in me is going to remove all of this sound deadening and have this treated. And I mean, there's no perforation, but it's weird. So I'm going to pop all this out. I'm going to steam clean all the carpets out of here. So I don't know if this car had water in its trunk at some point or what, but you know, I mean, I'm looking through here and this is here. This is just glue there. And I don't see any evidence of perforation, anything. So I don't know. It's weird. These cars are always some sort of mystery as far as something with them. And this is all clean. All of this is where these would rot like crazy, and it's perfect. So I don't know what's going on, but don't know. But it's going to be an adventure, and getting this car to you know, to the spec that I want it. There's a little ripple in the bumper here, so I'm going to take that off, see if that's something that is just, you know, because of how they are. Maybe have it addressed. It has a new muffler underneath. It's clean, and so, you know, I mean, like, all clean here, all clean here, all clean, you know, throughout everything. So add this one to the head scratcher. I got some thoughts on here, but the paint is clean. It just needs paint correction on it. So I will get to that. And it will shine up. The power locks don't work on this. No. And even, it's weird. I mean, the fact that it's a DX and it has power windows and locks, I don't know. But the seats are very nicely adjustable. The driver's seat especially. Those early 90s Toyotas with manual seats have really nice seat adjusters. But, I mean, take a look. Clean, very clean. And so, I don't know. But it's going to be a pretty straightforward cleanup. There's a few electrical gremlins on this, and I have to address those. I'll address them. Mechanically, it seems to go fine. The brakes are a little soft, but it may be because it's front disc rear drums and it's not ABS. That's what my friends up in Greensburg, Pennsylvania will let me know. Give me a good idea what I'm looking at here, and I will let you know coming up here. But again, I just have to get a battery on this so it's mobile, and then I'm going to disconnect the battery because I think there's a parasitic drain on this, and we'll get it. But if you want to talk and look about, you know, like these Toyotas and why I like these Toyotas, it's because of these Toyotas, and I've said that before, but this was really the you know, this wasn't a volume seller. This was. And the one thing I wanted to say on this is they started building Toyotas in Georgetown, Kentucky for the 1989 model year, and this is one of them. So this is probably one of the nicest examples of a first year build in America that's not in the Toyota Museum. This is a pretty clean car, and it will be cleaner. You know, you see that? There was like, I just wiped away, like it looked like it could be corrosion, but it was just smudge of dirt. So, you know, I ordered a steam cleaner for that right there in my other cars. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to be steaming the heck out of this car, cleaning it up and getting it all the way it needs to be. And stay tuned. But also stay tuned. I'm going to be out in Carlisle, like I said, tonight, but Friday and Saturday I'm going to be there and with the Corvette. And then attention shift back to school with my son, and then getting Little Red ready for 2 shows. Radwood in mid-September, and the big show in Hershey in early October. And a little bit of craziness here in between. Oh yeah, I'm building a garage and it's going to happen mid-September. So the foundation and everything, the Finnish crew contacted me. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little update on there. I don't know. You know, it's something that when I see one, I know I want. You know you want it. And I like that it's not like it's pulled out of the museum at Toyota. It's close. It's like this one. I can put my stamp on this car. I'm gonna make it better. It's a nice car. I'm gonna make it better. And have fun with it. So, hey, thanks for watching.